The Haunted Mansion opened on August 9th, 1969, and one mysterious character that was in the Haunted Mansion that only few people know about is the Hatbox Ghost. So what's so interesting about the Hatbox Ghost is on opening day, he was only in the attic opening day and for a few cast member previews until he disappeared for years, only to reappear a couple years ago back in the Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. So what's really special about him is he's a very mysterious character, which a lot of people really love. And so in order to celebrate one of my favorite characters from the ride, I created a simple and easy rum cocktail based off the Hatbox Ghost. So here we go. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Hatbox Ghost skeleton ice cube head. So we're going to go over here and grab that from the freezer. I made him earlier. He's very cool. He has a little hat. Skeleton ice cube. So we're gonna drop that in there. I actually already pre-muddled mint inside the glass. That's already in there for you. And so we're going to take our rum cocktail right now. We're going to make a kind of a different version of the mojito. So we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of rum. Oh, or a little bit more because it's Friday night. And then we're going to do a little bit of lemonade, a little bit of sparkling water. There's one there. A little bit of sparkling water that's not lemonade. Oh, gotta open the cap. Okay. All right, and to finish it off, to make him blue, we are going to put in a drop of blue dye. And then we're going to stir it up. Ooh, it's a beautiful cocktail. And then we're going to top it off with a little bit of squeeze of lime on top. And there we go, our Hatbox Ghost cocktail. Let's try it. It's very strong, but very delicious. Now, if you follow me over into my dining room, I'm going to show you a really easy table setting for a Haunted Mansion party. Let's go. So right over here, what we've done is I've actually got these really awesome placemats from the Disneyland park. They're double-sided Haunted Mansion wallpaper placemats, which are an awesome touch for any Haunted Mansion party. I did a gold charger with a white dinner plate. I also got these awesome little drink coasters from Disneyland as well. They're Haunted Mansion, and they're the different gravestones that you'll see in the ride. And over here, I have these little place cards that I did myself on my Cricut machine. I used the stretching room wallpaper as a background, and I put the 4 different stretching wallpapers that you'll find inside the Haunted Mansion. And then Marcy used her beautiful skills, calligraphy skills, to write all of the names for the people that are coming to our party. So we have the 4 different rooms, which will show. There's my favorite, the ballerina. And then we have my fiance. And last but not least, our fur child. And then also in the middle of the table, you can actually find this at Disneyland as well right now during the 50th anniversary. It is a vase that says Dearly Departed inside the vase with these awesome little snakes you find inside the mansion. And then last but not least, when dinner's all ready and served, we summon them with the bell from the Haunted Mansion.
Welcome back, friends. Next, for anyone who's interested, we kind of wanted to share some of the merch that we've collected over the years to celebrate our favorite ride, which is the Haunted Mansion. I am not as big of a collector as Sarah is, but you know, there are a couple items that I've seen at the parks or that I've gotten as gifts that I just fell in love with. I also at some point will be getting a Haunted Mansion tattoo. It's definitely on my list, so I feel like that would really just solidify my love affair with the Haunted Mansion. Do you prefer it just the way that it is, the classic, or when it's Haunted Mansion holiday when Jack Skellington takes over.
I feel like that's not fair.
It's really not.
I love it both ways. I love the history behind the original Haunted Mansion that Ken Davis actually designed and thought of. So there's a lot of history behind the Haunted Mansion, and I really truly love the way it is. But it is always fun to see Jack, and the whole Haunted Mansion being transformed is just really fun to see.
And for anyone that maybe doesn't know, at Disneyland Park, is it also in Florida? Do they have the Haunted Mansion in Florida?
They do.
I don't even
They
know.
do.
Do they transform that as well?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll find out. So during the holiday season, actually going from Halloween time all the way through Christmas time, at Disneyland Park, they transformed the Haunted Mansion into a Nightmare Before Christmas theme. And it is so cute. If you love Nightmare Before Christmas, if you love Halloween, if you love Christmas, it's just so fun, and it's really cool to see the mansion transform, and the amount of detail is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say that I lean towards that being my favorite, but it truly is my favorite ride. I go to Disneyland probably every week, and I always want to ride the Haunted Mansion.
It's true.
So that being said, I'll kind of start with my items. So the first thing I want to show you guys is actually my newly acquired bag. I actually did not know that this bag was a thing. Thanks to Sarah, she helped me find it, and I don't know if you guys can see that here, but the detail on this, for those that love the ride, it is just the cutest. I don't know what the style is called. I know my mom has some dishes that are in that kind of style with kind of like the illustrated images on a white background, but these are all Haunted Mansion images. We have Madame Leota there. We have our kind of caretaker guy. We have these guys, the singing bus that sing the grinning, I've had too much gin. Grinning Ghost song. And who else is on here? We have our opera singer down here. We have our hitchhiking ghost hanging out on the side. And we have our hearse carriage. And I just absolutely fell in love with this. So I had to purchase it. As you can see, I have yet to use it as the price tag is still on there, but I'm just having a hard time. I tend to be kind of hard on my bag, so I'm having a hard time with justifying opening it, but that's my bag. And then to go with it, I have this cute little makeup pencil bag that's actually based on the portraits that you see in the elevator of the entrance to the Haunted Mansion when you first go in. And these are the stretching portraits. And so this little bag I just fell in love with because it actually stretches. It's not your imagination. So if you unzip it, you can kind of expand it and pull it apart. Am I doing this wrong? I think I am. There we go. And so not only do you get more storage in your bag, you get to see the full stretched out portrait. And I just thought that was such a cool concept. Disney, once again, just nailing it with their merch. So this is also one of my favorite pieces. And now we will see some of Sarah's collection.
All right, guys, so now I'm going to show you some of my favorite pieces from my Haunted Mansion collection. I've been collecting for several years, and every time I see a new piece at the park, I always have to buy it. It's very bad. So,
and I'm gonna drink my gin grinning ghost cocktail while we watch.
So my favorite thing is the ballerina. She's one of my favorite characters from the stretching portraits, and they actually have all 4 of these stretching portraits you can buy at the Disneyland Park. She's my favorite one, so this is the only one that I have currently. And then this is really neat. These are little bookends, and they're the bus from the Haunted Mansion. And when they sold these, they were selling out so quickly, and I ran down to the park and I had to get them.
Those are so cool. I
Aren't
didn't
they
even
really
know
cute?
they had those, and
Yeah.
I want them.
And then we have the vase that I showed earlier from my table setting. It has amazing detail from the Haunted Mansion, and it says "Dearly Departed," and it's actually a real flower vase, which is really cool. And then we have, this is actually one of my favorite things. Also, they're all my favorite, is the Hitchhiking Ghost, which is really, really neat. It's by Jim Shore. There's a lot of detail in this, and it actually glows in the dark. It's very cool.
Sarah, do you know the names of those 3 ghosts?
I do. It's Phineas, Ezra, and Gus.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is this awesome mug that Marcy just picked up for me at the park. It's part of the new 50th anniversary collection. So we're going to go ahead and do some more detail shots with this.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We had a lot of fun talking about the Haunted Mansion because we love it just so much. So we'd love to hear what you guys think. Do you like gin? Do you not like gin? For those that are Haunted Mansion fans, do you prefer the traditional ride or when it's transformed to Nightmare Before Christmas theme? Let us know in the comments. If you like what you saw, any part of it, if you want to follow along and watch us pop more corks and do weird things and fumble our way through these videos, you know, just subscribe, and that way you can know when we post a new video. We're trying to post videos about once a week as much as we can, so we're still figuring this thing out, but you know, we're all in this together. Thank you again. We love you guys.
And don't forget,
Hurry back. Hurry back. Don't forget your death certificate.